go into Visual Studio. Now we declare two variable called integer a and b. Okay. Now we declare a variable called float, called f, which is a float type. Now we assigned a is equal to 3 and f is equal to how many? 4.5, 4.6, 4.9. Okay. Now, if we put a computation and we want to add a and f together, okay? Now, a is an integer, okay? And b is f is float. So float we can save a number with a fraction or with a decimal point, okay? 4.9. And then we want to add a and f. Now, we are kind of doing missing type computation. We know a is an integer and f is float. Now we put them together and add them together. See the automatic change, convert the way of storing a into a floating point. Okay, because computer cannot do the addition for one integer and one floating point. So it will convert the integer to become float. Student might ask, why not the other way around? Which means, why not convert f into integer? And the integer of f then add with a. The reason is that for f convert to integer, we have a difficulty of dealing with this point light, this fraction part. There's no way we know how to deal with it. Okay? So now we add another floating variable called g. Now we do this. With that, g is equal to a plus f. And then we print f. This f stands for what? Print, I guess everybody know what it means. Print is to output, to show something, okay? And in C, print, F means to show, to print something, to display something on the screen, on the computer screen, okay? Now, what we want to do is we put a pair of double quote, and then we want to show the value of G, okay? In the computer memory, we still have difficulty of getting the whiteboard working. I don't know why. Try again. Slow or no internet. We have internet. Maybe we should find something else. Say instead of using a whiteboard, maybe we should use another one called what? Called OneNote, maybe. still need to access OneDrive. Stupid Microsoft. Anyway, we don't have the patience to wait. Let's take a. What is my PowerPoint? Here. Okay? Now, over here. We have some space here. Let's use it. Let's using the space here. Okay? Now, we have a space called A, B, which is for int. And we have a location reserved for F and for G. And the size of this memory space is large enough for float data type or float variable type. Okay? Now what we did is we put, sorry, I had, let's look at the, where is, okay, now, we put 3 in A, we put 4.9 in F, and we put a result of A plus F. A is equal to 3. Where's my PowerPoint file? Where's my PowerPoint? How to get PowerPoint? Here. A is put 3, okay? We put 3. F, we put 4.9. Now, real statement is look like this. G is equal to A plus F. Now, we are missing type here. Mixing, okay? Mixing type here. Because A is int and F is float. So A is 3. F is 4.9. Now, int cannot add with a float. So the way to do it is to upgrade. Maybe I should not say upgrade. We convert the 3 integer into 3 float. Okay. The way of storing 3 is changed into float format. Okay. So the value will become 7.9. So G will say 7.9. Now, I do another experiment is that we put the left of equal sign is B, the right of equal sign is A plus F. What you're going to get the variable A is 3 is that 3, A is 3, F is 4.9. And you still get 7.9. But, right now you are going to save the result on the right hand side, which is a float, a value with a value with a decimal point, a value with a fraction 0.9 into an integer data type called B. Here, what are you going to put in here? The answer is 7. Because for integer type, there's no way you can say some value with a fraction. The only thing you can save in the integer type variable is a whole number, is integer. Okay? Now let's go to Visual Studio and let's see the result. Now for printf, you want to print the G, which is a float. The format you should use %F, okay? Because as I just mentioned, the F here, printf here, is what? Is represent format, okay? Represent format. You can see I put a 2/ here, and the color change into green. When you see green in your Visual Studio, it means it is a comment. It will be ignored by the compiler. So you can put anything you like here. So another way to put in comment is /star. And Visual Studio is very smart. He tries to prevent you from making mistake of unterminate comment. So it will automatically generate the end of comment, which is /. So anything you put in here will be ignored by compiler. You type in anything, the compiler will make no mistake, will not show any error or any mistake. Say, I hate C professor. Okay? Which one? D. C professor. Okay? Even yesterday is Teacher's Day. Okay? I still hate my C professor. Okay? And the compiler will not complain. Okay? You can type in anything you want because this is common. This is for the people who are going to study your computer program. Okay? You put this kind of comment, then the guy take over your program. We know that you don't like your C professor. Okay? Now, another way is doing comment in Visual Studio is two consecutive slash, and anything after these 2/ is comment, and it will be ignored by it. So this is one way, okay? And this is another way. But the comment of // will not continue to next line. Okay, so when you go to the next line, you type in the stuff you type in will become a regular statement. Okay? Now, we print another thing we call B. Okay? Now, B is how we get B is we add A plus F. Okay? The difference between these two statements, the right hand side is the same. The right hand side is identical. It's A plus F. But the left hand side, one is G here. G is what? G is a float data type variable. B is what? B is integer type, int type variable. And with the same right hand side, you assign to two different data type variable, you got the total complete different result. Okay? Now, The other thing I just forgot to mention to compare is that using this kind of format to comment your program, to explain your program is this slash star will continue until the next line. Okay? Okay? Now, you can hate many people, okay? As many people as you like. You can see that we have a road, I don't know how to call it, the underline wave 9, okay? The red one, the wave 9, okay? 红色的波浪线 okay? Now, it's because that this comment slash star is uncumulated. Okay? But once you put in the star slash, then it becomes terminate. Okay? These two lines are all comment. Okay? And here. Okay, all these three lines are common. Okay. All right, let's back to this example. What you get here is G is equal to percentage signs F. Okay, because G is a float. And this printf is B equal to percentage size B. This B means decimal, okay? This B means decimal. Decimal is this one is a 十进位, okay? Okay. Now let's put this 2 9 off. Now let's rebuild the whole program. Okay. Now you will get some warning. The warning is that you implicitly you let the data type conversion from integer to float or to float to integer. That the C compiler to do the job for you. Okay, so you got a warning message here. A warning message means warning. It's not fatal. It will still let your program be executed. It can be wrong. Okay? And the warning here is just want to make sure the programmer know that there's something wrong, something detected by the compiler, which is not very normal, which could cause the error of your program. It's possible that your program can make mistake. It's just a message to warn you might make mistake. But with warning message, the program can still be wrong, okay? Now let's run the program. Now you can see the result. We forgot to put this slash n, so we cannot have everything together in one line. So in order to let's see the result more clearly, we put two this slash n here, which is new 9. We explained this last time. So, 重建方案 and play. Okay, so now you see G is 7.9, but B is 7, a whole number, which ignore or delete or remove the fraction part of an accurate mathematical answer of 7.9. The 0.9 is completely cut off by the C compiler. The reason is integer cannot hold a fraction number. Okay, so you have to be very careful of the data type you are using. Very careful about the computer manipulation in your C program. What kind of data type you are using? Okay. Now this is just a simple illustration of data type. Again, we'll come back with more detail, let you understand the whole story. Let me say this as an example that I will let the TA put this on the EE class. Okay. Let's call this example as this is the third time we have this lecture, so we call it EX3-1. Okay, so this file you will get this example from EE class. Okay, now let's continue with our PowerPoint file. Okay, now this is assignment again. Okay, this is height, length, width. We got 3 assignments. Respectively, we assign A to height, 12 to length, 10 to width. Okay, now this equal signs with the left-hand side is a volume, is a variable that will hold the result of the right-hand side expression. And this expression is to multiply 3 values, okay? Height, the value of the variable height, the value of variable length, the value of variable width, okay? So in your memory, okay, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5 space, okay, and they are integer. The space for integer, and the one is called height. Okay, length, width, and the volume. Okay, now the right hand side where the height contained 8, length contained 12, width contained 10. Now this expression, okay, this is expression. Example of expression. This expression multiply 8, 12, and 10. So it became what? It became 960. So the 960 was saved to the left-hand side of the equal signs. It's a variable called volume, okay? And the 960 we put here was stored in this location. And this is memory location, okay? I have to emphasize this is memory location. And by inspecting and you open the box of your computer, you see a memory module, and you see a memory IC, and you will not see this number, okay? It's stored inside electronically. This is logically you can imagine how you work in memory, okay? You cannot see it by opening your computer, okay? You could just broken your computer. So anyway, okay, an expression will involve several things, including so-called constant, okay? You can write phi minus the content of variable A. So phi here is a constant. It's something you explicitly, some value you explicitly written in your program. Okay, it's a constant. Then you have a variable. Okay, so A is a variable. Okay, in here height, length, width, all are variable. And you have operator. You have operator in here. Minus is operator. In here, asterisk. Here, asterisk or star, which that represent multiplication. Okay, all are operator. And in fact, in C you have many operators. We just see a few of them. We will see more in the future. Okay, and printf can print the current value of a variable. So if you want to write a message, height and a comma, what's this? Column. Called column, right? Okay. And H, which means the height is H. H is the current value of height. So in order to show this thing, to display this thing on your screen, you should write a statement, something like this. Basically, inside the pair of double quotation, everything will be displayed on the screen. And two exceptions. One is backslash something. In fact, you can backslash N, you can backslash T, you can backslash A, and they all got different meaning, okay? And dot 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 dot, and extraction, and so on. Backslash T means tab, okay? Something you type a tab, the cursor will jump several space, okay? To a new location of your on the same line and a few space, okay. And backslash A means alarm. You will hear a voice, a sound coming from your computer, okay. You print this backslash A. Now this is backslash, we call it escape sequence, okay? Okay, escape. Okay. Escape from what? From regular printing of everything you type between these two double quote. And the other exception is percentage signs. Percentage D means in this place, you are going to print a decimal point value. Not decimal point, a decimal value, okay? Not decimal point value, a decimal point. Sorry, I say again, it is to print a decimal value, okay? 以中文 we call it 十进位 Okay. Now, how value will be placed in here is the value of height. Okay, the value of height will be printed in this percentage D, the location of the place percentage D, with the format of decimal value, with the format of 十进位. Okay, so the percentage D in here we call it a placeholder. What's a placeholder? A placeholder is to someone who occupies a place, occupy a space. Okay, so percentage is occupy the string inside this pair of double quotation. Okay, and the value of height will be filled in percentage D. Okay, so everybody should remember, okay, at least for now, is floating variable, you use percentage F. Int data type or int variable, you use in percentage D. Okay, and if you want to specify how many digits after the decimal point, you can use in this, you can use in something like this one. Okay, percentage up to F. It means after the decimal point, you have 2 digits to print for you to print the value of profit, which could have internal accuracy, which could have 3 or 4 digits after the decimal point. But if you specify the format as this one, percentage point to F, you only got the 2 most significant digits of the value. Okay? Maybe we should see some example. Yeah. Okay. We usually say with F is 4.56789. Now we take out the necessary part of the program. What we are going to show is just floating number. Okay, floating variable. Instead we delete this line. We only want one G variable. So, now G is equal to 4.5689. Now we using we want to use this printf statement to print the value of G. And then the format here, only one is only 3 digits after the decimal point. So we percentage point 3 F. It means we only want this part. Okay, only 3 value, 3 digit is allowed to print in here. Okay. Now, one thing we should find out is if we do a round off, I mean round up or round down or 45度, okay, or down to the nearest value. Is we have 2 possibilities here. Okay, one is we get 4.567 Okay, and because the fourth digit is 8, 8 is bigger than 5, so we either get 4.567 or 4.568 because we carry this 8 into the previous digit to plus the previous digit from 7 to 8. So we might get these two numbers. And I'm not sure which one we got. I think it will depend on the compiler implementation. But the good thing about the computer today is it runs very fast, that we can just do an experiment. So we compile and then we execute. Okay? Now we get 4.568. So print format, we get what? We get the nearest, the closest value into a long of, okay? Of the value. Okay, let me say this example. We call this example as copy, paste. We call this example is EX3-2. Okay? Let's go back to transparent. Go back to our PowerPoint. Okay, so, and there's a no limitation on how many variables you are going to print in one printf statement. So in here we have the two variables. One is height, one is depth. And the height will print, the value will print in here. The first percentage D, and the length will print at this location, the second percentage D. Okay? So it's kind of easy, okay? Now, dimension weight. This is a very simple program that this transparency show. What's dimension weight? You ship something. Normally they will weight. The charge will based on how much weight of your package, of your parcel. But sometimes your package is too big and the weight is really light. Okay, so what your package occupy is space, is not weight. So something is very big but lightweight, and the shipping company will charge extra for such a package. Okay, now so in here, this is maybe a United States system, I don't know. We call it dimensional weight. It's not really weight. It's not measured in pound or kilogram or whatever. It should be measured by the cubic meter or cubic feet or cubic inch. Okay? It's a space that matter. It's not the weight that matter in here. So in this example program, this something like this is we skip this too. Okay, so this is the example program. We have the height, we have declaration of this height, length, width, volume, weight. 5 variables. They are all integer. Okay, int variable type. So now we assign A to height, 12 to length, 10 to width. Then we assign the computation result of these three int variable to volume. Now the dimension weight, the formula is look like this. Is the actual volume of the thing, of the package, plus plus 165, and then divided by 166. I don't comprehend this formula, but this is the way it is, okay? Now, the dimensional weight is you compute it here. The result is say in the variable weight here. Okay, so this is weight. Okay, and the result we put in here. And this is 3 printf, and the return 0. Okay, this 0 is int data type. Okay. So it's very simple example. Now, the next topic is initialization, which is very important concept. Okay, and people, it is not uncommon for people to make an initialization mistake when writing a program. As we mentioned, every variable we should declare before we use. Now, if we declare some variable, declare a variable, okay, then we using the variable in the expression or to print the variable before we assign any value to the variable. Then this is an initialized error, uninitialized error. What does it mean? Okay? Now we do this. Supposedly we declare a variable called A, which is int. Now we have another variable called B. Now we put in a statement is B equal to A, which is computer execution is take the value of A and save the value into B. But the problem is what? We don't have the value of A. With this statement, what computer did is to allocate a space for A, to allocate a space for B. But what's inside A is unknown to the computer. What inside B is unknown to the computer either. But now you are doing something that take the value of A to say in B. The thing is, what's in A? You do not specify. This is called uninitialized error, which is very common. I mean, not uncommon for people to make. Okay? And this mistake. Okay? So this is uninitialized error because in Visual Studio C, it will pop up an error message and tell you you are using some variable without initialization. So you can correct the mistake in Visual Studio. But in some compiler, it may not so friendly to remind you to pop up an error message for you. So you have to be very careful. Because if the compiler did not warning you or pop up error message. Unpredictable result will get, okay? We generate an unpredictable result because for some compiler, they will initialize the variable to 0. But I think may not be a good idea because the default value of an integer value may not be 0. Maybe something else will be better. Okay, so you have to be very careful. You declare it, and before you use the variable, you have to initialize, which means you have to assign an initial value for the variable. Okay, so the way to do initialization. Okay, let's take a 10-minute break.
可以让我公告一下事情。
可以，你要麦克风吗？
是我直接讲。同学，我公告一下事情，就是我们演习课分组，就是我们的名单就是照旧之前那个名单是人数均匀的 A 班跟 B 班，就是因为我们后来有更新一个新班，是让一些 A 班人到 B 班，可是因为我们现在教室有空出来了，所以就是我们的名单就是照旧，对。然后如果你是后来有寄信说你有些问题的，就是可能在寄信跟我讲一下。然后还有就是有蛮多人跟我去加赖的，然后但是因为赖如果我没有按确认的话，其实你们传讯息我是看不到的，所以就是你可能我现在是都有确认了，所以可能如果你要跟我联络，就再传一次之类的。然后或是如果我真的都不读不回的话，那一定是我没看到，那你可以直接寄信来找我，对，然后有问题就是都可以寄信来找我，是这样。好。
没有最后一行的意思是说，你最后会变成你可以到派跟一个位置的移动，就是你只有对位置的这个，然后派那个内容只有宣告。排的以后回复一页，你原本被传到来那个，那就是走，对，走是一开始那个名单，对，好，那就变到对，一开始。
一起用。前面就走。后来就是有功力能力出来，因为我好像是有小下。对，因为其实那个
为我看这个数字，然后标到一些，
现在这个倒不出来。
然后再是因为我是扫下来的，所以它直接是看你。
对对对。哦，对对对，那个和我们，就是你给我电脑。
对对对。
哦，对对对，是因为你没有空白刷。
对，我有空白刷。
只有那个小空白。
对，然后所以它是保持扫勾，前面第一下会有3个，
对对对，
扫勾的这个，然后所以就是这两张，
然后就没有跳完去，
它就没有开，然后所以最后就是变成是3个，
那边全部都散了。
这样子可以的。好，是有问题的。
就直接看 YouTube 啊。YouTube 不会讲比较懂吗？英文有点听不懂的呀。
其实他那个
给我们来一个。
对，
只是他也是
对，没有，知道我们为什么没办法。
这是我
你等下去看，你等下去看。
我的理解你的样子，你要现在讲话。
这时候要到安静的，有多点吗？
随便
一起打伞就可以要到安静。
对的，没有了，没有了。
太屌了！
眼睛名字，
他那个
新竹茶会，应该是你们这一组。
不顶太多怎么
啊？
顶太多怎么？
我一个什么？
新手。
有啊，我旁边还有一个。
还有
有2个新手，一个
要带，就要带。像我
一个男生，
走过去旁边看，
那个男生是就是瘦瘦的，不戴眼镜，会打屁，然后女生装扮。
你们那一组，你们那一组，
对，就是那个背，所以是要换到对，你们这一些要到 IT 那个，
没有，他有，
被他打分啊什么的。
真的还好啊，
真的还好，
真的还好。
好吧，可能我们两个也不一样，感觉那个饭好一样。
也是谁都有的吗？在讲。
其实我系的女生
看懂的。
对，
放学了。我刚去实验室，
我是跑去全家印的。
没有，我刚去
实验室可以印啊。
啊，
你那个那么好的，你那个是 iPad 是不是？
对啊。
你放在那里怕被我偷走。
不会啦，老师才不会偷嘞。
我有一个壳跟那个一样颜色。
真的？老师说他壳一样，真的？
一样颜色。
哦，一样颜色。
可是你那个有一点点不一样。那个有一个盖，有一个那个可以盖住的。
说那个？
对啊。 你那是 Apple 原厂的吗？
不是，是那个ES8，
哦，
然后中文的
我是 Apple 原厂的，所以有点不一样，但颜色好像一样。对。不过这个看起来还不错，这个看起来好像比较贵吗？还是比较便宜？应该比较便宜。
我记得我只买600块。
哦 ，Apple 的那个原厂的好贵哦 ，Apple 原厂的很贵。
对，我 Apple
因为晒太远了，现在太远看不清了。因为我没看清楚。